One of the things that is amazing about the 100RC network is the commonality and what each of our cities share, albeit that we all exist in different circumstances and situations.
I think this week was really important because it allowed us to deal with some of the really critical resilience issues that we often don't get the opportunity to talk about, and that's the role of biodiversity in creating a resilient society and a resilient city.
One of the reasons that we're talking biodiversity and not just nature is because you can plant all kinds of trees and say, look how green our city is. But if you're planting trees that don't foster the natural habitat and a diversity, then ultimately that ecosystem will not be as thriving as you might wish. And flowing from that, the other reason that biodiversity is important is that biodiversity becomes then both a lead and a lag indicator as how healthy the ecosystems that our cities rely upon are functioning.
There are studies, public health studies, that show the effect of beauty on health. Public beauty has a huge importance in public health, and there are some studies out of the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia that suggest when people are walking down a street and they see beauty, it has an effect on their heart rate and their stress, versus people in communities that frankly look terrible. It has an impact on their public health, their heart rates, their stress levels, and all those things. There's some epidemiological studies that are out there. So beauty plays a huge importance in city life, and a lot of that beauty relates to biodiversity.
I'm really appreciate how to engage the community and how the data is also there. So because if we have data, perfect data, so we can plan anything, we can do anything. So.
What struck me through some of the visits that we did during this week was the nature of the partnerships and the strength of many of those partnerships, sometimes across different levels of government. Many of those are very engaged, really trying to listen to people, to hear ideas and to bring that into how we think about biodiversity.
What we need in terms of knowledge from stakeholders and partners, frankly, from my perspective, is high risk tolerance. You know, we need to be trying things that we've never tried before. There isn't any amount of data that's going to solve our problems. There is just an opportunity to explore and take a leap together.
What's amazing about what we have to do and the partnerships that we have with our fellow CROs is we bring solutions to the table that all of us can learn from. So what I learned from Melbourne, what I learned from Durban, what I learned from Paris, those are things that are interchangeable in many instances, not just in those cities, but in other cities in the network. And that's the biggest value, in my opinion, of 100RC, are the connections to the other CROs through the network.